really look too deep into it. I saw it in passing, and then I just let it go because I ain't know nothing about it. So what happened? What happened with all that? Hey, yeah, we was on NST. Sorry, we late. We was on NST, nigga standard time. Okay, just let it go. Just let it go.
So there's a do you have the okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
I got it right here. Yeah, right here.
Soulash, the kind of game that is, I have no idea, guys. Like I bought the game just to spite
Hey, that's
the
what's up.
the woke mob. But basically, you have indie developer here. I think it's just him by himself. I really do. I think it's just him by himself making a game, and apparently a part of the game is relationships with people, and starting your legacy, getting your children out there. So he put out this post that like, hey, having children, having a wife and kids is going to be part of the way that you can, expand your wealth in the game. And somebody asked him, well, do you intend on putting booty bandits in there? And, he wasn't disrespectful with his response. He was just like, as of right now, it wasn't part of the plans. I want to focus on, being able to have a family and stuff like that. Maybe in the future.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And, the booty bandits wasn't having that. They started, review bombing the game. I just find it interesting that they always talk about us when it comes to review bombing.
Yeah.
But they never acknowledge when they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let that be that and let you react to it and get your opinion on it, because I've already ripped into it.
So it's saying that I have the first of the two parts of the family feature where you can start a new family in your settlement. So this is kind of like a settlement based game. Okay, it looks like it has the graphics from Pokemon. I kind of like that. That's up my alley or whatever. Okay,
that's up your what? Pause.
That's up my alley, bro. Up the alley. All right, of my interest of what I like to play. See, that don't sound no better. Look, let's just keep going. Let's keep so. So you can build your family, build your settlement, and things like that, and then just progress by the world a couple of years while ensuring your legacy lives on after your inevitable doom, which is hit your kids, basically, right? That's what he's talking about. Okay.
When he say inevitable doom.
Yeah, while ensuring your legacy lives on after your inevitable doom. Your legacy, your kids, right?
Oh.
So that's what he mean by that. Okay. And then so then we got down here.
Can't do that being a booty bandit.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how you can have the two go together like that. And yeah, you know what? I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. Hey, thank you for all your here it is right here. This one right here. Hey, Arthur, thank you for your hard work. I'm a queer fan of your game and wanted to ask if same-sex relationships would be possible in future updates. I know other devs, like the ones who made Medieval Dynasty, said they considered it too late to put it into the game. I just wanted to see if it was something on your radar. Thank you for your time and dedication to this game and this community. Okay. And then he responds with, the main purpose of the family system is to create a legacy through children. And given our limited ways to interact with NPCs, I don't think there's a good way to represent relationships. So I don't plan to expand that right now. Okay. That's not a bad response.
Nope.
It's about, so the game is about, progressing, expanding your settlement, expanding your family. How are you going to do that, if you can't procreate? All right. Hey, cat's out the bag. You can only procreate with two genders. So I don't know how you're going to have these two together and these two together and have kids. Unless you just doing the orphanage thing. Like what? He going to have an orphanage in a settlement? I mean, that's an idea, That would be a good response. Like, hey, maybe I'll think about an orphanage, but it's just not in the plans right now. Something like that. Okay, but his response is still good. And then he kept talking about it. Okay, like this is my first interaction with this. Like I didn't really get to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after that, beginning on August 22nd, a number of LGBTQ activists began posting negative reviews of the game. Given however you say his last name, indicated he would not be including disordered LGBTQ relationships in the game. What? Okay, so here's my thing. how is it fine for them to review bomb a game, or if it was a show or a movie, review bomb all that stuff, and nobody talked about it? But if this was the other way around, if this was a settlement game and you didn't want that in the game and they added that in the game and then people review bombed it, then it would be some kind of phobic ism kind of thing. So how did they get to do that? And then, like why does it never go both ways? That's what I want to know.
because I mean, it's not about like being fair. It's not about being right, or it's about control.
Hmm.
And they're not going to point it out. They're not going to point out. They're not going to call out their own people. I'm not going to do that under no circumstances. And I think that's just what it's about. Um, and you will comply with the industry, or you won't get no work. Nobody's going to want to advertise your game.
Hmm.
Nobody's going to want. But that's why I thought, I told Hypno, and I don't think I'm revealing anything here, but I told Hypno he should invite him onto the show
You
and give
should.
him an opportunity to market his game to his audience, because Hypno has a big audience, and
Hmm.
I think people should support this game because the type of developer that this guy is, um, he's probably going to get blackballed because of this.
Mm. Yeah, they're gonna try everything they can to try to like just stomp this guy out, which is crazy. I mean, what I don't understand is, games are games, right? Like we just had Dustborn, right? That's your game. You know what I mean? That's catered to your audience. The far left, weirdo people that like that kind of shit. That's what that game was made for. So go play that. If he doesn't want to add that into his game, it's his game. Who gives a fuck? Right? Why do you have to have everything revolve around you and then try to change everything that somebody else does? That just doesn't, man, that's stupid, bro. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it's not for them. It's not about being smart. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. It's not about being smart. It's not about being. It's about control. You will comply. Like my whole thing is, who goes from game to game asking about, am I going to, like, that's just weird to me. I'm going, like, imagine me going from game to game. Every Japanese dev, hey, y'all gonna put niggas in the game or not? Like
You know
every
what I
fucking,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? Every fucking game they having we talking about Soulash,
We're
James.
talking about Soul Ash 2. We're talking about Soul Ash 2 and how the developer, well, somebody wanted the developer to add same-sex relationships, and he said that this doesn't work. Basically, he said it doesn't work with the core mechanics of the game that he has. So he doesn't have any plans for it. And they try to call him an ist and a bigot. The whole playbook, what they do. Whenever somebody doesn't want to comply with whatever the mob wants them to do, they try to throw you into all kind of categories and positions and things like that. And
Yeah,
look,
that's the strategy. I'm gonna if you don't comply with what we want, then we're gonna ruin your reputation. And then later on, when you get big enough, you're gonna have to work with a consultancy company in order to, if you want to stay in this industry, then you're gonna have to work with Sweet Baby Inc. Otherwise, you won't get an inch in this industry. Pause. Pause.
okay, so he later said, my grandparents survived the Nazis, my parents endured communism. I had to live through religious oppression since the age of 10, and now some spoiled brats think I'll bend a knee to the rainbow flag, or else they'll type some words. I already have a flag I'm proud of. Yeah, that's, you know what? More people need to do that.
I
More
disagree.
people need to do
I
that.
disagree. And this is why
So what do you
I
mean?
couldn't wait to. I was going to let you get through all of the things that he said first before I bring up this point, but I disagree with you on that.
Go ahead. What do you
No, I'm gonna
disagree
let you
with?
get through because he said a lot. Like he went in like we be going in.
And it was done to feel from their part. Thank you to everyone. Blah blah blah. This was my response a week ago. After that response, a week long activism campaign. So I showed my teeth. The oppressive people left, and now we can continue to have fun and peace. Honestly, I feel like if you're creating something and you want something to be the way that you want it to be, then you should do that. Like you shouldn't have to change something that's not your original intention. Like if he can, like he made this game the way that he wanted it to be, I don't see why he would have to change it because a few people that are not like the majority of his gaming community are like, "Oh, we want same-sex marriage." And he's like, "Nah." Like I feel like more devs, if they believe in their work, just like with Dustborn and all in Concord and all that other stuff. If you believe in what you're doing and this is your work and you wanted to show, stand on it. Like don't try to change it for nobody else. Stand on it. Like I don't want them to
Mhm.
change Concord to fit me. No, that's the game they wanted to make. Hey, have your game. I don't got to play it. Have your game. You
But
know,
they think that if they make the game that they want to make, they should be not subjected to criticism.
yeah, you're right though. You're right though. They do that. They do that. I had somebody say that earlier on Twitter when I put up the Dustborn thing. I was like, they should be apologizing for subjecting people to that game. And they was like, subjecting them to what? Are you mad about a game that you're not even gonna play? And I was like, once something becomes publicly available, it is open to the public to say whatever they want about certain things. Like
Mhm.
nothing is above criticism, nothing is above being talked about.
They have this weird they have this odd weird idea that if you're not going to play a game or if a game isn't made for you that you shouldn't have an opinion on it. But
Mhm.
no, the entire reason I'm not playing the game and it's not made for me is because my opinion on it is negative. If I
Yep.
had a positive opinion on it, I would probably be playing the fucking game.
Yep. And it's just it's a simple concept too, you know what I mean? Like you market to your audience. That's just how it goes. So I don't see why. And I do see why. Like you said, it's like it's a power thing. It's a power move thing. They just want to
Mhm.
have control over it. Like they're not gonna play all the people that are review bombing this game. They weren't gonna play the game. They weren't going to play the game at all. But they feel like since they don't have uh any kind of like inserted thing that represents them in it, that they should try to destroy it. And it's like, well, you're just showing how you feel. I mean, you could just be like us, be like, well, I'm not going to play it. I'll talk about what's going on with it, but I'm not going to get on the damn Steam thing and review bomb it. That just doesn't make any sense. And yeah, he is a single developer then, a single developer. Yes, no need to bend the knee. The entire reason the same has relations. Oh, is because you need to have children. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. That's a core mechanic of the game.
This motherfucker whispering in the
that
comments.
it's a. I was reading through it fast because it was a lot, but yeah, it's a core mechanic of the game. To have kids and progress. See now, look now I'm going to get on Steam and I'm finna buy that shit. And I'm gonna play it this weekend. I'm gonna play it this weekend. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play that shit at work. That shit better be fun too. It better be fun. Look who we got here. Talk about something. I'm here for the double dose of blackness that Astray has promised me. Hey, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
You
All
that's
right.
that's not what I told you. I didn't promise you
All right.
a double dose of blackness. What did I say? It's double the what?
Double the niggatry.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's
no,
just
no,
how it
no.
goes.
You putting a T on it. I use a D. Pause. 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 Pause.
Nah, man. Nah, it's
Come
too
on.
late for that one, bro.
Here, it's double the what?
It's too late for that one, bro. Nah, hell nah, bro. Nigga.
He quiet. He quiet now. Nah,
No,
not with
that
something like that. There you go. That nigga them. No, nigga.
I ain't never heard that a day in my life, bro.
You ain't never heard nigga them?
Niggadom, no, not in that context, no. Nigga tree, you know what I mean?
Wow, niggas. You know you must have never seen that Cat Williams skit in Atlanta. The
Which
Cat
one?
Williams show in Atlanta, the Pimp Chronicles.
Of
Because
course I have.
he said on there, never in the history of niggerdom. And
Yo,
that's where
you're
it
right.
came
You're
from.
right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
that's what I'm
You're
saying.
right. I'm wrong. You're right. 'Cause